Okay, we're going to go over the flashcard vocab for lesson 12.2. So if you have these out, please take them out so you can take a bit of notes. If you don't want to, just go ahead and listen to the explanation of some of these because I like to give you a little bit more background on some of these vocabs. All right, we're going to start right to left. So the traditional Chinese way, all right? So the first one is 师傅. So please try to repeat after me as I go through this. 师傅. So yes, in Kung Fu Panda, they have a master Sifu. Sifu is 师傅 in Cantonese. So they're calling him master, which I always think is ridiculous that they repeat that twice, but whatever. So this is the same word, 师傅 and Sifu, okay? 好吃, literally translated, good eat. It means delicious. It's good to eat, therefore it's delicious. Okay. 糖醋鱼. 糖醋鱼 is a dish. It is sweet and sour fish, kind of like orange chicken, so I guess orange fish. Not a fan. I already told you that. I don't like two flavors in one. So what do you put in there? You put tang. Tang is sugar, and also candy can be used as tang too because you use a lot of sugar to make candy. 醋. 醋 is vinegar. So you use both of these ingredients in 糖醋鱼. Okay. What happens when you put tang in something? It makes it sweet. So 甜. All right. And then you have 酸. Where do you have 酸 from last lesson? 酸 means sour, but we put vinegar in there to make it sour. So 甜 and 酸 comes from 糖 and 醋. 极 means extreme. So in our text, we say 好吃极了 means it's extremely delicious. So another way to use this word is to say, oh, the northernmost extreme point of the earth, which will be 北极. 北 is north. 极 means it's the most extreme place. So it's the North Pole, right? So same thing with South Pole. It's the southernmost point of the earth. So it's 南极. Okay. Next one, 红烧. 红烧 is, in our definition here, it says it's braised in soy sauce. 红 means red. So it kind of has a reddish tint. Yes, I think it's mostly brown, but oh well, it's called 红烧. Okay, so it's a way to cook your food. Cook what? Cook 牛肉. 牛肉 literally translated is the meat of the cow. Therefore, this is translated as beef, right? But then if we're talking about the animal, that is 牛 right here. 牛 is the animal. Just as fish, 鱼 is the animal. But this time we don't distinguish it between the fish we eat versus the fish that's running around, or swimming around. So they're the same fish here, okay? 凉拌. 凉拌 says it's a cold dish, it's tossed, but really when we say it, we really refer to like a pickled dish. So usually you put a little bit of sugar, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of garlic, and you toss it with the next thing, 黄瓜, cucumber. So this is a very nice dish, very, very traditional dish that we see a lot. So 凉拌黄瓜, okay? 米饭. 米饭 is the cooked rice ready to eat. If you're just talking about the rice, like the grain, you're talking about meat. So if you put 米饭 together or just 饭, then that means you actually have it cooked and you're ready to eat. Okay. Next one is 忘. 忘 is to forget. Kind of funny. This top part means like the death. So death of the heart. So maybe because it died from your heart, therefore you forgot about it. So, forget. All right. 带. 带 means to bring something. So you bring computer to school. 我带电脑上学. So it's to bring or carry with you an item. Okay. This one we don't have in high school. We mainly have it in college. It's called 饭卡. 饭卡 is your meal ticket. So in college, your ID card is kind of your meal ticket. You go to the dining halls, you swipe so they count how many meals you've eaten. You also use that as your phone card, you use that as your library card, you use that as your bus ticket. Yes, multiple uses. It's also a key to some of the dorm rooms. So you use that to swipe and it opens the electronic key. Electronic lock. So kind of fun. Okay, next one is 错. 错 means it's wrong, it's incorrect, or something is not what you expect. Okay. We saw this next word in our language practice in the last lesson. This is 清楚, to be very clear. So 你清楚吗? Are you clear? 我不清楚, I am unclear. Okay. All right, when you say 对不起 to someone, I'm so sorry, then someone should say to you, 没关系. 没关系 means it's okay, no problem, not at all. All right. Literally translated means no relation. So no relation, I guess, no problem, right? Okay, last one is Shanghai. This is the pronoun of this chapter. Shanghai is Shanghai. Okay. All right, so take out your character workbook. We're going to go over the characters of this chapter, and we're going to go over the strokes. So feel free to stop and go, pause the video as you go to figure out the stroke of each of these words. And I'm going to go through them rather quickly. So yes, feel free to pause and go as you need to, but make sure you know how the order goes. And I'm going to point out certain things, okay? Okay, try to repeat with me as I go through this. This is 父, right? This is 师父的父. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We also had another 父. Remember 付钱的付? We had 付钱的付. So yes, we're now getting more and more words at the same sound. Okay. Next word is 糖. This is sugar. 糖. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Watch out for this part. You can connect it. It is okay. We often write it like this. So you can definitely connect that and that's okay, right? So 糖 for sugar. Next word, 醋. 醋 for vinegar, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 醋. Now, we use this in a very non-literal sense. We say 吃醋. 吃醋 doesn't literally mean you eat vinegar. It means you are jealous of something. I guess it leaves a sour feeling, but mainly used in relationships. So let's say your boyfriend's talking to a girl, paying too much attention to that girl, then you can say 我吃醋了. That means I am jealous of what's happening here. Right? It's not a very bad thing. This actually can be used very lightly. So yes, you can use this. All right, next one is 鱼, fish. 鱼. Look at the traditional, it has 4 little flippers, and all of a sudden in the simplified, there is 1 giant flipper. So yes, kind of like ma, where they took out the 4 dots into 1 stroke. All right, simple, traditional, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Simplified, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice long line. Okay. Next word, 甜. Remember, 甜 is sweet. Now, you don't use this in the non-literal sense of like, oh, he's so sweet. You wouldn't say 他很甜. You would say 他很贴心. So that's a different definition. All right. So this is definitely used for more the actual taste of food items or candy. Right. All right. 甜. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 甜. Okay. All right. Next one, 吉. This is the 好吃极了. If you know this, 太极, Tai Chi is also 太极. I think Tai Chi is because they're using the yin and the yang, so then there's two extremes. So I guess it's the art of mastering the 2 extremes. So 太极. All right, let's look at your traditional. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you don't have to connect that, the L with the line on the bottom. You can if you want to. I don't think it's a big deal. All right, but don't leave a giant gap. Okay, simplified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was the whole thing. 7. I like to separate them, but it's okay. Okay, 烧. 烧 in our text is 红烧. It's the braised soy sauce braised. But literally, this word on its own is to burn. So 你用火烧, you use the fire to burn. Therefore, you see the fire in the radical here. Okay, so we have traditionally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now you see a lot of dirt there, right? Maybe they're doing the ceramic thing. But back in ancient China, they make a lot of ceramics, a lot of Ming vase. So they use these, what are these things called? The thing that you basically bake your pottery in, right? So you need to use dirt to build that up and then put it in so that it bakes and creates your beautiful, beautiful creation. All right, so simplify, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no dot. 8, 9, 10. I'm so used to a dot after that. Okay. Next word. Oh, you mess this up a lot because you confuse this with 午, 中午的午, that is noon or afternoon, and you always stick it out. No, only the bull have the horn, right? So that's why 牛 has the one that sticks out. Okay. All right. So this is 牛. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Next word we have 凉, right? 凉凉 means, oh, it's nice and cool. 凉爽 means cool and comfortable. All right, so we use a lot of water or ice. I guess in the simplify, you lost one dot of water. Okay, traditional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You may recognize on the right-hand side, that is 北京的京. Beijing is not 凉, so not nice and cool. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 凉. Okay, 凉拌. You are mixing something. You use your hand to mix something. Therefore, the hand radical, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You recognize the right-hand side is also 半. Remember, 3点半. That's half past. That's the half. That's the word for half, right? So again, this is the type of word where your radical doesn't really play a role. It plays a role in the meaning, but the sound, the pronunciation is the right-hand side. Okay? All right, 瓜. So 瓜 is melon, right? 西瓜 is watermelon. 香瓜 is cantaloupe because it's fragrant, it smells good. It's 苦瓜 is bitter melon because it's bitter and the melon, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to connect the 5 with the top. Actually, typically we write it like this. 瓜, you have some space there. So it actually is better if you leave some space there. All right. If you recall, I was talking about Harry Potter the other day. So when they call muggles, they call them ma gua. That's this gua. Is it a melon? I don't think so. I think they were just trying to translate the sound of it. Okay. All right. Mi is rice. This is uncooked rice. So we've been using this radical a lot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for mi. Okay. All right, 忘. Remember, 忘 is the dying of the heart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 我忘了, right? I forgot. All right, 带. 带 is to bring or to carry with you. So 带 traditionally is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Simplify, just simplify the top. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is a little more slanted. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 带. Okay, next word, 清. 清 is to clear. You clear with water. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, same thing. You notice that on the right-hand side, this is also 清 for 青菜, right? So this is another one of those where the pronunciation is based on the right-hand side, definition is based on the left-hand side. Okay. 楚, 清楚. 清楚 means very clear, but on its own, this 楚, I don't use it as neat. It's mainly used as a last name. So it was one of the famous emperors in Chinese history. So we learned this, we use this a lot. Okay. All right. 楚, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. In fact, there's a nice idiom. There's a famous idiom called 四面楚歌. The famous emperor or famous king was surrounded by his enemy, and then the enemy started singing the songs of his hometown. So then he felt really, really sad, and he felt almost defeated because he knows that he's being surrounded, and they use the hometown song to make him feel homesick. So that's why it's called 四面楚歌. It means on your four sides, they're singing the song of 楚. 楚 is the country. So 四面楚歌, in the idiom, what it really means is you're surrounded. You are surrounded. It's hopeless. You basically have no chance of winning. So you would say that you would use that idiom when that's the situation. Okay. All right, next one, 关. Yes, we appreciate the simplify so much more because this was a nice word. 关is to close something. So in our context, we say 没关系, but in this, this word on its own means to shut. So you can say 关门, shut the door. 关窗户, to shut the window. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I missed the stroke somewhere. Oh well. All right, simplified. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is one I'm not a big fan of because the simplified and the traditional are so different. So I'm gonna have a hard time with this one. All right, last one in this set, we have 没关系的系. So this is your last vocab. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see in the simplify, you simply take away the radical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? All right, guys, that's it.